Previously on My Kitchen Rules, 8 teams went head-to-head in an outdoor challenge where coffee was the hero ingredient. 4 teams cooked a savory dish, and 4 teams cooked a dessert. After blind tasting the dishes made by their rivals, the scores came in, eliminating Brett and Aiden and Stella and Jeff. Now, it's time for another grueling challenge with a shocking elimination twist.
This is a sudden death challenge.
I'll make it on my own.
Well, welcome everyone to this incredible setting right here on the banks of the Crocodile River. We are in the place where it all began for humanity. And we're going back to something that brought us all together. And that is fire.
No electrical appliances, no gadgets or gizmos, only fire. Your mission today is to get to make 3 courses: starters, mains, and dessert.
Here is what you'll be cooking with today, contestants. Take a look at all of this goodness. Each course comes from one of South Africa's food-producing regions.
The produce for your starters comes from the ocean. Our friends at Abelobi have helped us consciously source these products from a few local fishermen and women that use low-impact fishing methods. We've got some crayfish, these beautiful black mussels, the snook, the bokkums. We've got some yellowfin tuna over here.
Moving on to main course, everyone. We are heading to the Central Plateau. Think the Free State, the High Veld. And over here, you've got a beautiful selection of venison and ostrich and corn and seeds.
And finally, just dessert from the mountains. Think the Cederberg, think Limpopo, Mpumalanga, even down in the Southern Cape. Pineapples, obviously lemons, some citrus, nuts, dates, all cooked on fire, of course. Not all of you will be cooking all 3 courses. This is a sudden death challenge. After Jay and I have tasted each course, the team whose dish impresses us the least will be eliminated.
6 teams cook starters, 5 teams cook mains, 4 teams cook desserts, and we'll end up with the last 3 teams that head into the final of My Kitchen Rules South Africa. Your fires are burning. Head on off to your cook stations, everybody. Good luck.
Good luck, everybody. You have 90 minutes to present us with a starter. Let this not be your last 90 minutes on MKR.
Is everybody ready? Woo! Good, because your time starts now.
Right, so let's think now what we're going to do, right? So we're doing snook. Okay.
So we're doing snook with a spice butter, a soet patats.
And a peach salsa on the top.
Let's see.
First thing we have to do is plan.
Okay, we're gonna make mussel curry with papata and hope that it goes well.
Today we decided to use the yellowfin tuna. We are making sesame crusted seared tuna.
So with Nevi and Craig, they've got a sesame crusted seared tuna.
Pretty predictable dish. I mean, if you had to choose from those ingredients, I think that's probably the one that most would go for.
I'm busy with that sweet potato of yours. It's beautiful. I've wrapped it in some foil into the coals directly. I'm working on our peach salsa. I'm charring the peaches a little bit for us just to get that little bit of a fire going through, just getting it into the salsa.
Tell us about the dish.
So we've got some smoked snook that we're doing. We're making the creme fraiche as well with a bit of mayo whipped into that. And we're making our own crisps that we're going to do on the braai. My gran and my grandfather used to smoke snook, but the best part of it was the next day, like whipping that into a snook pate.
So we are doing a seared tuna with a grilled pineapple and charred corn salsa. The jalapeno is also getting a bit charred there.
Try to find a flat pan. If you don't, that's fine.
Flat pan.
Run, Craig, run!
What are we making today?
We're doing a yellowfin tuna tataki. And we're gonna try and make the yellowfin the hero of the dish.
KB and Nadia, more tuna.
Sure. I can picture this dish. We've got the citrus ponzu, we've got this umami miso coming through.
Tataki, essentially what we're doing is we're searing and then we're slicing nice and thin, a wasabi mayonnaise, radish salad. Could make for a nice fresh starter.
Yeah.
Cleaning our mussels is actually priority.
Yes,
as we start.
de-bearding and cleaning mussels is by far the hardest thing. Then you have to knock on it if it is open, because sometimes it actually might close. I'm so sad.
I know, this is so uncomfortable now. It's so creepy to know that you're actually cooking live mussels.
Exactly.
So Reta and Seppi are doing a mussel curry, and they're serving that with a papata.
Papata.
It's a dumpling, a round flatbread, which is local, and it's nice to see that come through on the plate.
Oh, lovely.
My concern here, they've never cooked mussels, and they don't cook on fire. This is a challenge.
How are you doing, Shalini?
Y'all know lacquer, hey? How are you doing there?
Good. I hear you're doing tuna as well.
What are you guys also doing tuna?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Battle of the tunas.
Yeah.
Are you about to tune me? Or am I
Battle
tuning
of
you?
the tuna, not the dry cake.
I think I'm tuning you, eh?
I am just basting the snook and hopefully not burn it. Die vlamme is woes nou.
And I'm just seeing flames. What's going on?
It's the butter.
Oh.
This might be a disaster because we cannot have this fish burning before it's done. It's got that char now, so let's just do it on the foil so it doesn't burn. We'll keep on basting it with just butter, butter, butter.
I can control my temperature in the oven and on the stove. I know exactly if I put it on medium heat what I'm getting.
Yeah.
That is not the case in an outdoor cook, and that terrifies me. We also love making tuna at home, right? And
We do.
I know that you really cook it so well on the stove, and today's going to be a challenge making it on the fire.
Yeah.
The nice thing about this bread, it just reminds me of my childhood. So when we used to live in Durban.
So this is just like a family thing that you just always
Yeah, and then last
had.
time I visited my aunt, she made us some.
Papata.
These are like the spare pieces in case something goes wrong. So I'm very allergic to tuna, and I've never cooked tuna before.
I know what it should taste like, and I'll be there at the fire with you, and we'll be okay.
Contestants, 30 minutes left. Look sharp, stay focused.
We're doing 1 egg yolk, a bit of Dijon mustard,
Fried mayo.
The snook is done. The salsa is pretty much done. We're waiting on the sweet potato. This extra sauce is done. And then we just need to
Plate.
a plate.
We kind of have this under control, which I'm feeling like
Quite comfortable.
Quite comfortable. Our timing's good.
It's like that just needs to come
this
out.
is losing a lot of heat.
No, we need a lot more curry.
So I'm quite nervous. I mean, the fish doesn't seem like it's cooked. It hasn't like smoked enough. So I think we're going to leave it on until like the very last minute.
We're going for sort of like, almost like sashimi. So giving you that sushi experience with a little bit of mayo, some soy sauce, but it's also all zhuzhed up. So that's what's going down.
Okay, 10 minutes to go, teams. 10 minutes to go. The fires are now truly burning.
Yes.
We have to plate.
Okay, cool.
So we're thinking 3, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Drizzle, 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 drizzle.
I hope we did enough in our time. I'm happy with it. I think the flavors are gorgeous.
It's delicious.
Craig, that's enough, that's enough.
If it's not on the plate, you don't serve it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. That's what we call a challenge.
Nice.
Oh, someone's gonna go home. I hope it's not us.
Craig, that could have cost us. As I walk along that bridge, I'm reminded yet again that there will be one team after this round that will be leaving, and it could very well be us.
Vivian, Craig.
Jay.
Hello.
Hello there.
Thanks, Craig. Pleasure.
Thank you. And Nevi, what do we have here?
So today we have sesame crusted seared tuna.
With a ginger and chili dressing.
Great. Thank you very much, Nevi and Craig. We'll chat to you a little bit later.
Enjoy. Bon appetit.
Thank you.
I'm enjoying the fact that they took into consideration the health aspect. It's a nutritious plate of food that's delivering some decent amount of flavor.
I appreciate that. But essentially, we've only got seared tuna for fire.
I mean, whatever happens, happens. If they don't enjoy it, it's okay. I like my avocado and corn salsa.
Lovely presentation for a simple dish like a seared tuna.
Let's try it out. This tuna for me is perfectly cooked. This is how I like it.
That sweet of the pineapple really brings these flavors together.
I'm loving it. Flavor is there, texture is there, well thought out dish.
Regardless of what happens today.
This is us on a plate.
100% true to us, and I'm proud. Let's just hold thumbs.
Karen and Tennille.
How was that experience?
Good, actually. So much fun. Listen, this environment is incredible, and it just actually put me at ease.
See you a little bit later.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Portion size is a concern, and also the cooking of the fish. Not a big fan of finding bones in my fish.
I would have liked to just see the salsa come through, the snook to not be too tampered with, and sweet potato is delicious and creamy.
Reten Seppi.
All right, here you go. Enjoy your
Thank you.
mussel curry. We've got mussel curry served with papata.
Hopefully that's enough to take us to round 2.
Let down for me the bread.
Yeah. For me, the curry, beautiful flavors, the sweet mussels, nothing's overpowered.
We're feeling good, we're happy with our plates, but somebody has to leave at the end of this. Hopefully it's not us.
Thanks, Nadia.
Tell us about the dish.
So we have a seared tuna tataki with a wasabi mayo, and we have some radish slaw on there.
Everything really has been well cooked and well executed, well thought of. I think it's just a little on the extreme sides of the heat and on the sweetness of the sauce.
Yeah.
Thinking, please don't trip as I'm going down the stairs.
Second vessel.
Enjoy.
How was the challenge?
I think quite a few elements we were experimenting with, which worked out a lot better than we imagined.
Jeez. Can't believe this came off a braai.
Exactly. It's a little too mayo-y. It's sweet. We've then got the grapes, also carrying a lot of sweetness.
I felt that the snook could have had a little bit more smoke on it, but a good dish all around.
No doubt. Right, everyone, well done on completing the first leg of today's challenge. Rete and Seppi, you were the only ones to cook mussels, so we'll start with you.
There was a really delicate balance between the flavor of the curry and the mussels. The papata, for me, could have been a lot lighter. I gave your dish a 7.
I thought the portion was spot on and the flavors too, but I gave your dish a 7.
Hopefully everybody else gets 13.
Yeah, hopefully everyone else gets 13, then we're the only team that makes it to the final.
All right, next up is second vessel. You gave us snook with a good old korreltjie confit. The snook was well cooked, but my issue with the dish was the ratio of creme fraiche to mayo. I gave you a 7.
For me, the challenge of this dish was that the snook wasn't smoked enough. I gave your dish a 7.
They can't send 2 people home, so if both of us had got 14, I've got a feeling we're safe.
The other snook dish came from Karen and Tennille. Another play on the snook and jam theme. The snook was slightly over, and there were bones, but the flavor was impressive. I gave you an 8.
The flavors were overall good. but the fish sauce was too dominant on the plate for me. I gave you a 6.
I mean, they can't send 3 teams home on starters, can they?
Oh, maybe they can. Anything is possible in this game.
Bernadette and Shalini, you served us seared tuna with a charred corn salsa. Tuna, perfectly cooked, and a great experience for me of texture and flavor, the balance of those two. Well done.
Thank you.
I give you a 9.
Wow.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Thanks. I would have fried maybe that ginger a little bit more. It was a bit strong in flavor. I gave you a 7.
I am shocked. Like, I did not expect that. And so far, we have the highest out of the groups.
Moving on to Nevi and Craig, another tuna dish. Sesame crusted seared tuna. I think the first thing that struck me about the dish was the seasoning. I started looking for it in the tuna, obviously, and then I went into the salad. And what I got was big chunks of ginger. You needed to cut that ginger a lot finer with your knife. The dish really had a one-dimensional flavor for me. I gave you a 5 out of 10.
When you brought the tuna together with the salad, it was the dressing that carried the flavor. I gave your dish a 5 out of 10, which gives you a total of 10 out of 20.
It's not encouraging at all.
Last but not least, KB and Nadia. You served us a yellowfin tuna tataki.
Since day one in this competition, we've had big flavors from you. And chili. We've said all along, balance is key. I gave you 6 out of 10.
I'm just crossing fingers. At least we get another 5.
You know I love heat, but that was a little too much. The tuna, however, was perfectly cooked, and the wasabi mayo a star on the plate. I gave your dish a 6 out of 10, which gives you a total of 12 out of 20. Nevi and Craig, that unfortunately means that your time on My Kitchen Rules South Africa has come to an end.
Awesome. Clearly today was just not your day. We'll miss the banter in the kitchen. There was always a lot being discussed.
It's an emotional moment for me. For us, we've done our best.
Thanks so much.
All the best.
Yeah.
Well done.
Once again, just making it.
By the hairs of our moustaches.
And then there were 5 teams left.
For your main course, you need to cook us a dish with produce from the plateau.
For this challenge, you have 90 minutes and your time starts now.
Time for mains. Head back in the game and let's concentrate on what we're making.
This is how you be running.
Yes, I'm running like I'm jogging, Cap.
We are doing a stuffed venison fillet, stuffed with bone marrow, and your famous umfino pop.
We are opting to make ostrich, mealy rib, on a pearl couscous salad. How's the one for the couscous look?
Yeah, it's starting to get the bubbles.
I'm just gonna add it in now. The trick is to not overcook the pearl couscous because then it gets mushy and weird.
We've chosen the ostrich fillets and we're doing like fire roasted sweet potatoes with them
And we're going to do some charred leeks just to give some sweetness, take off the outside. I do think for the main course, we want to gyro like the fire.
So we're going to make a wet rub with the masala spices, a pearl couscous.
We're doing what's known as a raitu, which is like a dip sauce. And then we're also doing a coriander chutney.
For mains, we're going to be making an ostrich fan steak with a shroomy red wine jus. I'm just drying the ostrich.
Not too spicy.
Yeah, I'm going to lay back on the spice this time.
I'm just not trying to make a lot of the rub. The rub for the ostrich is going to be great because it has some orange zest, smoked paprika, peppercorns, mustard seeds.
Don't forget the olive oil.
Yes, thank you. Tippy, I think with ostrich, I think it's one of those meats, especially when you cook it, is that the pinkiness is really important, I guess, inside.
The longer you cook it, the tougher it gets.
Okay, I'm going to start on these bone marrows soon because I need them to be nice and cooked so I can start with the filling. So I've got these marrows. I'm going to stick them on the fire. I just want the marrow to melt because I just need to scoop it out. Woo, they're flaming. And flames. Like, did you see that? Maybe I should just move them a bit. They're literally on fire.
So I'm just adding some cider to the onions and garlic. So we're going to reduce it down, so we'll give that like sweetness.
So Jones, you're busy for the spices for the ostrich masala steak.
We want the oils to come out of the spices because that will give it its flavor.
I'm gonna add the wine in now for the jus. And I'm gonna add some dried porcini mushrooms, some carrots, onions. Let's see if it works. Run, Rector, run! Run, Rector, run!
I didn't sign up for this.
Teams, half an hour is done. You have only 1 hour left.
I'm still cutting up the last 2-3 ingredients to fry up for our umfino pop, right? And then once the pop is ready, we'll stir that through with some nice butter.
So Jones, I'm putting the couscous in for the pearl couscous salad. Then I've got to get the couscous in and make sure that it is boiled down.
Let me just see. It still has a crunch.
That's the point. It needs to be al dente because now it's going to cook through.
So this wind is blowing everything away.
Okay,
Oh my God, our parsley's blowing away. Ooh, hey.
Hot.
Oh, this wind is driving me nuts. And I'm getting so irritated.
You're gonna have broccolini with sand.
I'm just waiting for the mushrooms to cool down, friendo, and then once that's cooled down, I'm gonna chop it in together with this and make like a nice little, hopefully delicious stuffing for this beautiful piece of venison we've got here. Yummy.
I think I just need to add the raisins and the nuts to my salad and the dressing.
Sweet potatoes going into our mash. Need to do Michelin style.
Oh dear. Is this how you make a jus? I hope so.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay. Okay.
When I see our cauliflower,
Yeah, go on.
we got them, we char them a bit, and then we got them in some mushroom stock. Oh, this thing is so hot.
So hot.
And we're literally not used to fires like this.
An hour has already passed. You have only 30 minutes left.
The steak is the hero of the dish. We need to actually get it right.
I've left it in Vessel's hands.
Yeah.
Oh, take these ribs, it's so good. And it really was like the one thing I was worried about.
But you got it, girl.
It's moving and shaking.
So the internal temperature should be around about 60 degrees. This is like nearly done. But I'm going to take it off at 50 degrees because the resting time will also allow the meat to cook through slightly to make it ready.
Ah! There we go. Oh no, don't want flames.
Woo! Sounds beautiful.
Everything's cooked, we just need to slice the steak.
Oh, it's a bit dry.
Let's just check this one. This one's better.
Yeah, definitely worried we may have overcooked it.
Okay, I'm just gonna poke one more, like they say for Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
For these steaks, they're very thin, so I'm gonna do like 2 minutes on each side. In my mind, you need to cook it for like 3 to 4 minutes to get a medium rare, but I think for these, we like literally need to do like 2.5 minutes on each side.
Contestants, you have 5 minutes left. You should now be thinking about plating. There should be no more cooking happening.
Oh, friend.
And bringing your masterpieces together.
Mooi. Go, let's go.
Okay, let's do a pollock here.
I think we should do a Jackson Pollock vibe, like splashes on the plate.
Not too much. We gotta get moving.
I hope our portion size is good. I'm really worried about that. Tower down.
Also.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from the table. That is it.
Well done, everyone.
Plating looks very messy.
Well done.
For mains today, we've served you ostrich and fire-roasted sweet potato. Great. Enjoy.
Thanks, James.
Thank you. Oh. That's sauce, my friend.
Very good. Game meat does benefit from a bit of sweetness. You know, with the cider sauce, well reduced, a bit of mustard, it really does help.
a venison fillet stuffed with marrow and umfino pap. Enjoy.
Thank you. It's a lovely plate of food.
Let's dig in. The salsa is definitely playing an important role here, just to cut through all the richness that we've got going on. I feel like it's a little on the dry side altogether, but flavors are here.
Yeah.
So we're having an ostrich fan steak with the shroomy red wine jus.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
I'm finding the ostrich to be quite underdone for me. It's overly salty for me. The gremolata is there, but it's not carrying enough.
Yeah.
There's not enough play on flavors here.
Vegetables are beautifully cooked. There's just something missing on the meat. The sauce is what makes the difference. The sauce didn't stand out.
Yeah.
So we've done the ostrich steak for you with pearl couscous.
And then a take on a raitu or a raita.
Thank you.
Cool.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Art is a very subjective thing.
I think I like it.
Let's taste. That meat is superb. That is superb meat.
And the flavor carries through from the rub onto the couscous.
I'm loving every mouthful.
Our main course is ostrich with mini ribs and pearl couscous salad.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Chat later. I don't know if I'm being too harsh here, but my plate looks quite messy. Like, not dirty, but just messy.
Oh. That's a problem. That's a problem. It's just too dry to eat through.
I find the meat to be quite well cooked. Maybe slightly over, but I like it. Melts in your mouth.
The meat is slightly over.
Not my favorite dish of the day.
No. Bernadette and Shalini, you gave us a masala ostrich steak. I loved the variation on the plating. It was playful, but it really made sense. The meat was well cooked. I give your dish a 9 out of 10.
Thank you.
Well done.
I couldn't fault this dish. I gave you a 10.
Thank you. And a 10 from Jay. What is happening? We really stepped it up from starter to main, and I'm so stoked about this.
Your second vessel, ostrich with fire-roasted sweet potato. A superb choice on the sauce. And each element on that plate paid homage to the fire so beautifully. I did, however, feel a slight lack of acidity on the dish. Every element was quite sweet. I gave your dish an 8 out of 10.
This is a lovely dish. I gave your dish an 8.
It's one of our highest scores, and I was not expecting it. It's like weird how I thought something was so bad, but they actually really enjoyed it.
Karen and Tanil stuffed a venison fillet with umfino pap. When you open up a fillet like that and you fill it, you're closing it up. You have to cook it quite well to get the center warm. The problem is that the meat is dry and there was no sauce to compensate. I gave your dish a 6 out of 10.
And my heart drops.
For me, there was lots of flavor on this plate. I enjoyed every element. I gave your dish an 8 out of 10.
We're still only on 14, and that doesn't make us safe.
No.
Rita and Seppi, ostrich, mealy ribs, and a pearl couscous salad. I would have maybe made a little bit of a chutney, a little bit of something, just to bring it together. I gave your dish 5 out of 10.
Guys, it's not looking good.
It's not looking very good for us.
Your dish was quite an average experience for me.
It's donezo for us. We're out. It's time to grab our own espressos and go home.
But every element felt a little shy on flavor. I gave your dish a 6 out of 10, which gives you a total of 11 out of 20. Kebi and Nadia, ostrich fan steak. I really enjoyed the charred cauliflower and the little surprise of the cauliflower puree. But it was overly salty and one-dimensional in its offering. I gave your dish a 5 out of 10.
With something like ostrich or venison, You really need to do a lot more, either on the pan or on the grill. Give it a bit of a crust. More flavor.
I don't think we're going to get a 7 on this one. Not feeling the greatest about it.
Loved the vegetables. It was a lovely char. It was obvious it came from the fire. KB and Nadia, I gave your dish a 5 out of 10. So with a score of 10, it makes you the lowest scoring team in this round.
Oh, goodness.
Going home.
It's the end of the road for KB and Nadia.
I'm okay with it. I'm so proud of how far we've come. We've done a lot, and it's been a crazy, fun journey.
Definitely going to run a 5K after this.
What a day this has been.
Don't even know.
And we have to do it all again. You have got 90 minutes to present us with a dessert from the mountains of this beautiful country of ours. 90 minutes, everybody. Off you go.
Good luck, everyone.
We have to cook again. On a fire again.
Running in the sand again. 90 minutes on the clock again. I don't know what's happening, but okay, it's a competition.
Home stretch. Let's just put ourselves out there one last time for today and, make ourselves proud.
Bernadette and Shalini, what is for dessert?
It's called a braai berry pie. Hopefully going to be a galette. A galette is pastry at the bottom with a filling, and then you kind of fold the pastry up. Have we done it on a braai before?
Never, so that is our challenge.
What are you doing? I'm busy making the mix for our pampoenpoffertjie. Our dessert is called Nuts for Pumpkin, which is pumpkin fritters topped with peanut and caramel sauce. And just because peanut butter is lekker.
Are you making the simple syrup, right?
Yeah. The idea for our dessert is kind of to slow roast a pineapple so it cooks all the way through to the core slowly, and then to grill it at the end.
And we're adding to that lime mascarpone creme.
What you guys up to there?
So we are trying to bake a cookie
Get it.
on the fire. Has it been done before? I don't know.
There's such a nice vibe among the contestants.
And you, how are you doing?
We're baking a galette on the fire. Has that been done before? We don't know.
I mean, the Joneses have arrived today.
I feel like we all know we're all in the same boat.
Hey, Cape Town boys. How's it going over there?
Lekker.
Lekker. Lekker.
Corinne and Neil at the end are seeming super confident and chirpy. They're just chatting to everyone, so I think they're busy nailing their dish.
Here goes nothing.
Go for it, buddy. We're on fire, man.
We're chopping.
For dessert, we're making a mini date and honey crepe cake with a citrus cream.
And this is for
the date jam.
date jam.
Again, we need to boil on the damn fire. You can put them in.
I'm happy. It's gonna start boiling nicely.
Look, I'm very happy with my pastry. So I'm rolling out the pastry, and then I'm going to pass the pastry on to you so that you can fold the galette and do the folds on the sides.
So I'm just going to brush it with some cream and then add some sugar.
Yes. I'm going to put this one in, and then once you've folded it up, we can put the next one in.
So I'm just wrapping the leaves because we might want to use that as a garnish. We pop the pineapple onto the grill. We're going to baste it with this honey butter, and that will just caramelize on the outside.
We need to watch it carefully because if it burns, we've only got one pineapple.
Isak and Vestal giving us a grilled pineapple with coconut and lime mascarpone.
Again, what strikes me about these guys is just the thought process that goes into these dishes and trying to get a vision come alive.
Yeah.
Our honey mascarpone will add as one of the cream layers for our crepe cake, and then the date jam as well.
Okay, please check if it's clean enough.
Yeah, I'll just wipe it.
See, I work for a drill sergeant.
The gauge is at 160 and it's just not getting hotter. The coal is not hot at all. So we've tried moving the coals, we've tried making Dutch ovens. Nothing is working at this point. It is what it is right now.
The cookie's baking nicely and the pineapple is sizzling away.
Have you ever seen a cookie on the fire?
I'm thinking to put a little bit of this into the fridge. I'll keep a bit out and then some maybe into the freezer. See, maybe we can get a little bit of an iced peanut butter. Hey? I think that could work, a little peanut butter ice cream. I'm going to try it.
Teams, you have 45 minutes left to present your dessert.
Is the pastry cooked?
It is kind of cooked. It's just not crunchy. But now this is burnt underneath.
We have to put something on the plate. So we are going to give them what we've cooked. And that's it.
They aren't burnt. It's the syrup.
Thank
Okay, I need a moment to just breathe. I'm nervous. Oh, yeah. Okay, we've lost a pancake. Yo, Rhett, time check?
33 minutes.
Oh, shut up. I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. Girl, I'm stressed. Then I need to be frying however many crepes I can at the same time.
Exactly. See what this competition has done to you now. Now you can multitask and you're moving
on fire. I feel like I'm literally burning my tattoos off.
So you got this, Chippy.
Yeah.
Okay, Isak, I'm thinking I'm gonna take out this cookie. So I'm just like now like crossing my fingers and hoping that the cookie will kind of like harden up if you take it out of the fire. Should I give this one more based?
More. Like it had a nice rise. Like I'm surprised that it looks like it actually worked.
I'm very chuffed. A good crunch on the like outside and it's chewy on the inside. That's exactly I think what we try to achieve.
Ooh, beautiful, Brendo.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but it's looking good.
Yeah, it is. Should we make one? Let's just test the oil first.
Can't break tradition now. You have to put it in the spoon. I think, you know, if this has to be our last cook, let's go out on a high. I'm proud of this dish. Ching ching. It tastes delicious, and I'm happy with it.
Do you want me to add the lemon juice in for the citrus cream already?
And the zest, yeah. You all right?
Yeah. I think I'll be okay.
Teams, the last 5 minutes. Let it not be your last 5 minutes on My Kitchen Rules.
Jones, I'm just going to put the poached gooseberries onto this quenelle.
Oh, Rich, this one looks perfect. My.
The universe, I think, is back, you know, at our station again.
Oh, wow.
Contestants, you have 3 minutes left. Your final challenge of the day is coming to an end. Last couple of touches, everyone.
We started at sunrise, we are finishing at sunset. The end of an epic day in the cradle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. What a day.
What a day indeed.
Our dessert is called Nuts for Pumpkin, which is pumpkin fritters coated in a cinnamon sugar with a peanut and caramel sauce, a peanut butter mousse, and a peanut butter ice cream.
Thanks so much, Doug. Thanks.
Thanks, ladies. It smells of peanut. I'm just hoping that this dish doesn't taste as sweet as it looks.
Right. That I'm loving the aromas.
Fritters are light, fluffy. You can taste the pumpkin.
Yeah.
But you can also taste a lot of peanut.
I would eat this again and again.
This is a braai berry pie, and then we have poached gooseberries with a little bit of berry sauce.
Thank you
very much.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I guess a tart of any form or baking of any form on a fire is always going to be very, very tricky. There's a lovely tartness with the berries. I found the quenelle of mascarpone almost quite sweet rather than clean on the palate.
All in all, average.
So what you are eating today is a date and honey crepe cake with a citrus cream on top.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
We'll chat later.
The first thing that I want to do is I want to cut it in half.
Yeah, let's
and
do it.
to see the layers, you know. It does look like a gâteau. Let's give it a taste. Maybe I should use a knife and fork, but anyway. I was worried the pancakes were too thick, but with the cream on the top, it's actually perfect. Is it a competition dish? I think it is. You've made pancakes on a fire. You gave us a date puree that you've cooked.
Trendy. It's got good flavor.
And playful.
Yeah.
We've basically just played around with the idea of coconut and pineapple flavors. We've made a cookie and then the lime mascarpone.
Good. Thank you very much. Enjoy it. Well done.
Looks a little sparse on the plate for me.
Yeah, it looks a little bit minimalist. It's a minimalist approach.
Should we get stuck in?
Yeah.
A clean dessert at the end of a meal as well, no?
The texture is interesting of the crumble, but I almost wish it would have had a little bit more shape.
Congratulations to each and every one of you.
Today was some big stuff.
Sure, yeah.
Let's begin with Isak and Vessel, the last plate we tasted. Grilled pineapple, coconut and lime mascarpone. Your take on a pina colada. The time and care taken with the pineapple on that fire was what made this dish. Soft, succulent, just brought out the flavor. I gave you a 9.
Nice.
Every element on that plate had its role. I gave you a dish an 8. Going on to Corin and to Neil. Nuts for pumpkin. Goodness gracious, that was good. What a dessert. What was genius on that dessert was keeping the pumpkin almost raw and true to its taste. And a little salty, which allowed the other elements around it to bring about the sweetness. I gave your dish a 9.
Oh, beautiful. Well done.
Those fritters were light and fluffy. I gave you an 8 out of 10. Which gives you also a score of 17. Rita and Seppi, mini date and honey crepe cakes. Pancakes on a braai. Who would have thunk? I really enjoyed the cream with that citrus finish on the top. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more date and a slightly softer pancake. I gave your dish a 6 out of 10.
Yo, I'm nervous.
I felt you were a little shy on the date jam, and your crepes were ever so slightly thick. But all in all, the overall balance of the dish was good. I gave you a 7 out of 10, which gives you a combined total of 13 out of 20.
My exit speech is already playing in my head. I'm like, well, it's time to go say goodbye.
Bernadette and Shalini, Braaiberry Pie. Deserves a song, that name. There was quite an acidic thread through this dish. I would have let the blueberries and the raspberries do the sweet talk. I would have let the gooseberries do the acidic talk. But unfortunately, they both spoke the same language. I gave your dish a 6 out of 10.
We need 7 from David to stay in this competition.
Your starter, your main, unbelievable. But this game, unfortunately, is about consistency.
Yep.
I gave you a 5 out of 10 for your dish.
So we're not leaving.
That gives you a combined score of 11 out of 20.
We knew it was coming, so it's literally fine. Like, I mean, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, and look, we gave it our best shot, hey?
Yeah, but just well done, and thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, man. Rooting for the boys, if we're being honest. Like, it's like a vessel. If you guys don't win, like, don't come see me in Cape Town. Like, what's the point?
They need to bring the million back to Cape Town.
100%.
The fire embers are dying down. It's time to bid you good night. Get some rest, everybody. Charge up those batteries, because in the final, you have to give it all you got.
We made it to the final 3.
We live to cook again.
Next week on My Kitchen Rules, the 3 remaining teams will cook for their lives in the final episode of Season 3.
We want you to cook to your strengths.
Just reduce.
Here we go.
The duck's perfect.
Such a vibrant color.
With a table full of critical palates to please, who will come out on top? Reta and Seppi?
I can tell you now, not many chefs would have pulled that off.
Karan and Tennille?
I could have just eaten this all night.
Or Isak and Vessel?
This was spectacular.
My Kitchen Rules South Africa. Come for the food.
The moment of truth has arrived.
Stay for the drama.